Hey there, cool kids. We're going to talk about some interesting stuff. So sit in your chairs and just relax, and we're just all going to learn together. We're going to do some interesting and fun discussion. Today, we're going to talk about what makes a precious metal precious. And we're going to talk about a few other things I think you'll find interesting. So, what makes a precious metal precious? Well, in simple terms, scarcity. So, there's a lot of metals, but only a few are considered precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, rhodium, palladium, I think rhodium. I'm running out real quick here, guys. Tell me in the comments if you can think of another one. The point is, precious metals are precious, and then you got things like this, base metals. This one's copper and nickel, or CUNY. Okay, copper, nickel, base metals. Okay, copper, bronze, zinc, brass, iron, aluminum, right? These are all base metals. They're not considered precious. But what if I told you that from a monetary standpoint, if you had enough storage space, it might be really smart. By the way, I'm not giving investment advice, simply speaking hypothetically, to buy a metric ton, literally, of some of these base metals right now. Because the prices are shooting up, folks. And I'm going to tell you a little trick that I don't know if everybody knows. I mean, it's not for everybody. I'm not suggesting it. But it's a real thing. You can literally get silver under melt. Yeah. You can literally get silver, or not silver. Well, you can get silver under melt, but that's a totally different discussion. You can literally get copper under melt. How do you do that? Well, there's two ways that I can think of that are, if you're in Canada, you got a few more options. I don't know. I think they melt them now, though. All right. So you can get these right now in rolls at the bank. Now, why would you do that? Well, keep in mind, everything from 1864, I think it is. Well, that's not true. There's nickel mixed in there then. In the Indian Head series, they went to copper. Back to copper, because they were putting nickel in it at first. By the way, here's an Indian Head. Yeah. They were putting nickel in these bad boys at the end of the Civil War. Okay. The nickel lobby, yeah, they spent big bucks to lobby Congress, right, to get nickel put in some more coins. I'll give you guys a for instance here. Here's a nice example. This coin, okay, is a fine example of a nice base metal coin that was put in play by the nickel lobby, okay? And as such, it is a glowing example of, corruption, because our money used to be, constitutional. The Constitution has a very specific definition of what money is, and, well, this isn't it, guys. This isn't it. But be that as it may, that's a totally different discussion. This right here is what you want, guys. This right here. Now, I don't mean necessarily these specific 5-cent coins. Yeah, cool as they are, you're probably not going to get them in any roll searching these days. Those days are over. People have already picked those out of the mix. They're not in there anymore. Nice as they are, you will not see a 1927 nickel in a roll, odds are. You will not probably see any victory nickels as much as you'd like to in a roll, because people have done picked through that stuff, guys. It's over. Game over. No victory nickels for you. Okay? They're just not in the cards, and they're not really my bag. These are just things I picked up while buying silver. Sometimes people would add a bonus coin like this to a lot. Okay? So this is a 44. We're a year off, huh? If this was a 43, we'd be happy, wouldn't we? Yeah. So someone add this as a bonus to a silver lot. Hey, thanks for buying. Buy with me again, and they'll throw in this crap. Not my bag, or I'll get it in a lot. U.S. coins, right? And I've already added up the silver, and it's already under melt. I actually bought a lot once where the Susan B. Anthony dollars were worth more than I paid for the lot. I'm not joking. The lot was $32, and there were 35 Susan B. Anthony dollars in there. But you had to go through and look at every picture to count them up, because the seller didn't list them. And I got 3 Walker halves with that lot. So the silver in it at the time was worth more than, well, not quite more, but almost, no, more. The silver I got was worth more at the time than the lot, than what I paid for it. Then alone, the Susan B. Anthony dollars, which I then sold to my coworker, where I work, because I had no interest in that whatsoever. But this is cool. So this is Korean, and it's made of base metal. So, a little base metal there. Anyway, back to the point. I'm meandering here. After I show you this. 1929. Okay. So, what happened is the amount of copper in a 5-cent U.S. coin, like this one, is worth more than the coin itself. True story. True story. The amount of copper in this 1-cent coin right here is worth about 2.5 cents. Right here. 2.5 cents. Every time you find one of these in your change, you're getting double your money the second that these coins are allowed to be melted. Although you didn't have to melt them. The second they're accepted as copper instead of a penny. Or a 1-cent coin. Technically, they're not pennies. Pennies are British. Okay? That's the second that you get, you get to cash in. Now, why is that not being done by everybody? By the way, this coin, according to the book, is worth big money. Why aren't people doing that? Well, it's storage, guys. Do you know how many? People don't understand that. Do you have any idea how much space this base metal stuff takes up compared to precious metals? So, I'll give you for instance. If I were to get $10,000 worth of copper pennies. Assume every single roll was all copper pennies. By the way, the zinc ones are 0.7 cents, so almost melt. So even if you get zinc pennies, if inflation continues, you're going to win. But back to my point. Do you have any idea how many pennies it would take to make $10,000 worth of pennies? Of course, add 2 zeros, right? To get an idea, right, of what would that be? How many coins it is? So $10,000, imagine how many rolls of pennies that would be. Imagine how much space that would take. I mean, you could probably fill up a pickup truck with that, right? Now, $10,000 worth of silver, how much space does that take up? Quite a bit less, right? This is really cool. This is from the Meiji, I think it is, Japan. I can see it in my head. I'm not sure how you say it, but really cool coin. Really cool. Yeah, so imagine how much space that takes. Now, what are the advantages, pros and cons? Everything's got pros and cons. By the way, we used to use tokens in this country. A lot of tokens to buy stuff, right? Especially illegal stuff, right? Because if you used a token, you weren't exchanging money for it, right? Good for one glass. Prima beer at any tavern. Anyway, so never underestimate the alluring power of booze. So you get, $10,000 worth of silver. It's probably going to fill a safe deposit box, right? You get $10,000 worth of gold, and it might fill your hand. So that's the pros and cons of these things. But one major pro is if I buy a roll of nickels and copper price continues to escalate, and eventually the U.S. stops making these, well, I just won, didn't I? Because I bought them for less than they're worth at face value. And if the inflation gets bad enough, you could really be looking at something. Speaking of looking at something, San Marino. Isn't that fun? 1875. 10 centesimes. San Marino. Boy, those cats really knew how to make some cool coins back in 1875. Oh, Luxembourg. Luxembourg's pretty interesting. You guys ever wonder why Luxembourg exists? That's a hair. Yeah. Luxembourg has been its own country for quite a while. Yeah. This one's from 1908. Yeah. And the prices I got written there, it's actually what I paid for these. Sad to say. Like I said, what I do was I take the silver from the lot and I divide it by the number of coins, right? And if there was non-silver coins in it, I would separate them and divide a portion of the price. So if it looks like I paid too much, I was probably buying silver with it. This is some sort of commemorative. It's made of nickel, if I remember right. This is a nickel coin. So hopefully them nickel prices go up, make it worthwhile. Now, what else? We got some other cool stuff, huh? Yeah. I got all kinds of cool stuff. I got some old Russian stuff. You guys like Russian stuff? Ooh, even better. How about these? Oh man, look at that. A prison token from 1794. Prison token, 1794. Come on, guys. That's pretty cool. I don't care who you are. Something's rotten in Denmark. Check it out. 1874. What a looker this is, huh? Look at them dolphins. Dolphins and grains. Ooh, nice looking. Nice looking coin. Here's a weird one. Yeah, this is Malta. You ever heard of the Maltese Falcon? Well, there's the Maltese Falcon, guys. Huh? Yeah. Oh. Now, try to remember St. Elmo. That's it. St. Elmo. The Battle of St. Elmo between the Ottomans and the Maltese. I think St. Elmo, well, I don't know. I'm not sure what we're looking at here. I don't want to. Oh, this coin actually commemorates it, yeah. Quadricentennial of the Great Siege of Malta. Yeah, so back in 1565 at St. Elmo's Island, where's that at? I think it's up here. The Turks landed their forces and they surrounded this island, and this island, if I remember right. And they left this part alone. And it ended up biting them in the ass. They just had a lot of bad luck. They ended up losing. But mostly because of bad luck. And the major strategic error they made is they didn't attack these towns out here first and then go after the forts, because they were able to hit them when they weren't expecting it and cause disruption. Anyway, it's really cool. You guys should read up on that. But yeah, the Siege of Malta, very fun. Now Malta was, if I remember right, it was a remnant of the Crusades. The former, no, that was Cyprus. I think Malta too, but Cyprus is what I was thinking of. So there was a kingdom in Cyprus until the Ottomans took it over that had been there since the fall of Jerusalem. And the king of Jerusalem, his name was Guy something or other, French name. Yeah, he ran off over there. And I didn't pay $75 for this coin. But yeah, he ran off. You would not believe, guys, what these coppers go for. Yeah, these Canadian coppers with Queen Vic in high grade. It's stupid. It's stupid what people will pay for this kind of stuff. And not this one. This one's not that great. It's not bad either, but you get one that's in real high grade, mint condition. I mean, you're talking 3 figures. Yeah, up to 3 figures for something like that. Even these, you're talking 12 to $50. Yeah. These are pretty nice ones. They're not bad. I don't have bad, not all my coins are garbage. This one is actually rare-ish. It's from German East Africa. Now, if you guys know anything about Germany, you'll know they didn't have a lot of colonies for very long, because by the time, World War I hit, they lost. And so anything to do with that is going to be, pretty collectible. And, well, there you go. Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool. Really cool to think how all that was going around there, right? Ooh, this one's a looker. And aren't you? I think this one might be even minty. Or something really close to it. Yeah. Or really, like AU. Yeah. That's probably a decent coin there. You know, guys, it's just really cool to think about, you know. Base metals, guys. You get the base metals, and you can get cool stuff like this, you know. I got a whole lot of these, real cheap. I don't know how cheap, but you know, kangaroos. You know I like kangaroos, so why wouldn't I like that coin, right? Here's the predecessor to that. This is an actual penny. You know, we call our coins pennies. They aren't pennies. That's a penny. 1 penny. Yeah. Yeah. Uber cool. I want to show you guys that Russian coin since I brought it up. And then I think, ooh, that's pretty. Very pretty. Got some pretty stuff. Some of the stuff's really cool. I wish I could probably do videos upon videos on this kind of stuff, right? Ooh, here's a cool, yeah. We'll get to the Russian one real quick after this. So, this one's not in great shape, but I think I paid 50 cents for it, so we're okay. This is from 1761. Eigenkreuzer from the P Mint. And there's Maria Theresa. Oh, Maria Theresa. And like I said, it's not even, it's like almost good, but I'm not worried about that. I paid 50 cents for it. It's pretty freaking cool. Where is that Ruski coin? I know I got an old Kopeck. Somewhere in here. I got an old Kopeck. Everybody should have a Kopeck. And I just gotta find it. I don't prioritize storing this stuff in any particular way because it's not precious, you know. It's just stuff I've grabbed odds and ends of. Here's something interesting. Check this out. You don't see a lot of old George V coins in decent shape. Yep, 1922. And this is, yeah, right about when they got rid of the old fish scale. Right in here. Switch to the freaking nickel coins. Hey, they gave these out to all the kids. Yeah, it's a coronation medal from Canada. Every school kid got one. I think it was elementary school kids. They all got one. Yep, very cool. I gotta find that freaking Kopeck though. Let me pause this. I mean, this isn't the one. The one I had has eagle, like the Russian eagles on it, but 1798. Pretty cool. A little hunk of copper. Hunk of base metal. Huh? Huh? Yeah. 2 Kopecks. We love Kopecks. Here's an old German Empire. Yeah, 5 P Pfennigs for 66 cents. 1890. Now, a lot of people don't realize this, but these old Mexican coins, the copper ones, if it's the right year, this one's not old enough. The ones from the teens and aughts, some of them are very valuable. Yeah. This is one, yeah. So if you got the right version of this coin, all throughout the war, all the 5-cent coins, with the little victory, these are Canada's version of the victory nickel. If they're made of the wrong metal, in other words, sometimes the planchettes got mixed up, there's actually some very valuable varieties on these that you wouldn't believe how much people are paying for this stuff sometimes. This is a pretty righteous design. Not worth nothing, but pretty cool. Aluminum coin. Yeah, it's an aluminum coin. Oh, this one's pretty cool. So there was a time in this country when the Civil War was something people actually wanted to put behind us and move on from. That's not today, but there was a time. Yeah. And so we had the Grand Army of the Republic. This is a Grand Army of the Republic medal. Yeah. It's some kind of base metal. I don't know which one. And it looks like something, with a clip or something is missing on it. But yeah, the Grand Army of the Republic. So in the town where I live, there's actually a museum for the Grand Army of the Republic, but no one's ever there. Ooh, this is cool. So this is another aluminum coin. During the fine Weimar or Weimar or however you say it, Republic. And yeah, nice little aluminum coin. If you like base metal. The Germans and the Austrians, they just had a knack. A lot of people don't realize this for making cool coins. And I don't know. Here's so this was a series of different colonies. Yeah, Malaysia, Singapore. They're called the Straits Settlements. The Japanese whooped their butts. World War II. And they rode bicycles. Yeah, they rode bicycles in and kicked their butts. Really cool story there if you guys get a chance to look that up. Here's some interesting stuff. So, this is the King of Italy. Yeah, the King of Italy during World War II, the last King of Italy. And really cool. The silver coins from this era are just insanely priced. Good luck finding one. But very cool. I would be remiss without pointing out some other cool coins. We like these Canadian ones, right? 1915. Man. Look at old George V there, man. That's pretty righteous, isn't it? That coin's over 100 years old. Yeah. And here's one. I really like this one. It's not in great shape, but I really like it. Now, these are pennies, guys. So when you say penny, this is what you're talking about. Our coin is not a penny. Our coin is a 1-cent coin. A cent, not a penny. This one's from the Civil War era in the United States. This is when Great Britain would have been contemplating whether or not they were going to enter our Civil War on the side of the South because they needed cotton. And There's old Queen Vic with a younger head, and I think they're showing off cleavage, guys. Am I seeing that right? Man, that's naughty, naughty. And there's old Britannia doing Britannia stuff. Really cool. Guys, I could go on all day about this stuff. I think I'll end it on this, though. This is cool. So this is from China. China had coins. Matter of fact, they've had coins for a very long time. And this one's from the 18th century. Very cool. If you know anything about it, go ahead and say something in the comments. But yeah, they had the holes in them so that they could carry them easily, and necklaces and rings and stuff. And it was they did it for a long time. Very popular. Guys, I want to thank you again for watching. I make these videos for my entertainment, but if any of you, find interest in it, that's just a bonus. That's a nice bonus. I got no problems with that whatsoever. And I'm really glad you're watching. And if I find that Kopek, it's really cool. It's got the eagles. It's really big. It's like this big, and it's got the two-headed eagle and all that. But I don't know what I did with it. I could have swore it was in one of these. Oh, this is cool. So this is nickel. More base metals. Very low mintage. Special proof coin for Greenpeace. Very proofy, very Greenpeacey. Oh, guys, I found it. It's a 5 Kopecks. 5 Kopecks. I knew I had one. I just wasn't sure where I put it. There you go, guys. 1831. Mother Russia. Not communist. Not communist yet. Boy, if they had skipped that whole communism thing. Man. What was Nicholas II's fatal flaw, guys? What got him killed? Some would argue it was inevitable what happened there. But Nicholas was a bit of a bonehead, just like his cousin Wilhelm.